What's up, everybody? We are live.
Awesome.
We got, man, who do we have here? We have Carol, we
Uh-huh.
have Eric, we have Tom, Malik, and Gentel.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. And today we are talking about wholesaling, scaling, KPIs, like whatever in Carol and Eric are wanting to talk about. That's what we want to talk about.
Awesome.
What I would like to start out with is Carol. Can you just kind of go through and like introduce yourself and some of your team?
Okay. So I'm Carol. Where most of us, our team, it's called Taking Action, is our team. And
I love that.
most of us are here in Houston. Eric's our leader. I'm the innovator, so to speak. And in sub two, been in sub two, it's actually a year. I think it's a year on the 19th, I think.
Oh, awesome.
A solid year. Yeah. Yeah. Malik has joined us. He joined us, last week? I
Yeah,
think.
last week.
Yeah, Malik started with our team. I am primarily, I'll do like DTA, but I will do DTS as well, but primarily I'm DTA though. And then Malik, I think he can introduce himself, but I think Malik is more like, I want to say he's actually DTA, but I might be wrong in that.
Yeah, I like talking to agents more than sellers. I mean, I think like we talked about, Carol, we just have to kind of pick your poison, who you're talking to. You want to talk to
Yeah.
the agents, and hopefully that they can mirror how you guys had that conversation and negotiate on your behalf, or talk to the seller and try to get a hold of them. So
Yeah, I talking to agents is totally different. You can kind of be more direct, or they're pretty direct to themselves, right?
Mhm.
You don't have to build a ton of rapport. You want to build rapport, but it's not like the main thing.
Mhm.
Getting the agent paid is really the main thing. But
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
And then we have, of course, Tom. Tom has been with us a little bit here. Tom is more direct to seller. He's been focused on foreclosures.
Yeah, and well, lately I've been hitting brick wall. Like just I don't know. I feel kind of frustrated a little bit because with the rejection and also I'm just taking like few days. Be like, man, I got to regain my how do you say calibrate myself a little bit and then go back to it. But yeah, it's kind of a little bit tough to talk to these sellers, man, and then be like, damn, am I in the right path? Like it's kind of tough, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah, so right now I'm just trying to recalibrate myself a little bit and then, to go back again. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
And then we have Gentel. Gentel is my daughter, by the way. And she just got her real estate license. So she's our MLS. She's our unicorn.
Mm-hmm.
Love it.
Yes.
And then, of course, our leader, Eric. And Eric does everything. Eric goes direct to seller, direct to agent. He does it all.
Okay.
We have a couple people that were missing, but two people that were missing right now. I think Sam might join later, but Mallory's not able to make it. So it's
Okay.
us.
Okay. This is great. This is amazing. Eric, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, I'm good. Just saying I was 2 years sub 2 student. I can add that. But yeah, we closed a lot of deals with a lot of sub 2 students in the community and stuff last year. So now we're just building up a little team. Let's get in there, kind of, got the pedals going a little bit. But we're looking to see what else we can add on to see what can increase our lead flow. And happy that you came and joined us and see how we can accomplish it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I say we're in Q2. We're starting Q2. right? I go by the quarters, of course. So I'm like, we're 16 days into Q2. So we were, want to be able to position ourselves so that we, blow this out the park.
Yeah. Yeah, this is cool. If you guys want to, on the top right, I think you can click edit and you can add in your social media if you want to share to your YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever you want. If you want to, I'm not telling you what to do. Okay, so Erick's visionary, Carol's integrator. Is that right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I want to ask your daughter, Jantel, you have MLS. Where do you have MLS?
I am going to be with HAR, Houston Association of Realtors. I'm with Compass Realty.
Awesome. And you have MLS access for HAR.
Yes.
And foreclosure data. I think you can pull foreclosure from HAR, right?
You can. I just did training on the matrix with HAR, so I'm sort of still learning how to utilize it, but yes, you can.
So Tom is focused on foreclosures, right?
Yes, sir.
And I like the fact that you all have an agent on your team. That gives a leg up against a lot of other teams. And you can utilize something like Vulcan 7. Everybody's using Vulcan 7 right now, or some other competitor that, and it does cost a little bit of money. I think Vulcan 7 is $300.
Yeah, a month.
There's some other ones that cost less than $200, the same stuff. I would, if you're going direct to seller, I would seriously consider, since you already have MLS, you've already done all that work, you might as well squeeze every bit of juice out of it, right? And so using like Vulcan 7, or I'm forgetting what the other one is. Give me 5 seconds. I was looking at it today.
Oh, there's PropStream, there's Privy. Only ones that batch leads.
Land Voice.
Oh, Land Voice.
So Land Voice, you have to be an agent to get the expired listings, but you can get foreclosure, for sale by owner, people likely to list. It's direct to seller only. So
you have to be an agent. Is that what you said, to have Land Voice?
To get the expired listings.
Oh.
But they come skip traced to you.
Oh.
So Tom could have the foreclosures every day from that Land Voice thing. I think it's like $150 a month to get skipped the Harris County skip trace to you every month.
Really?
That's not bad.
So the 300 on top, the 150 of the skip trace. Is that?
It's the Vulcan 7 is like $300, but this Land Watch one, I haven't tried either one, right? I was talking to them this morning that we were gonna, look at that program. So maybe that could kind of help you all get some leads coming in.
There's a few people on my team, they use Vulcan 7. So that was sort of good that I found out too.
Yeah, the cool thing about Vulcan 7 is you get a dialer and you get a CRM. Yeah. I assume Tom already has those things, or Malik, somebody does.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we use Google Sheets.
Use what?
We use Google Sheets. Our CRM.
Yeah, what do you use to calling out? Just Google Voice, or just your cell phone?
My cell phone.
Cell phone.
Yeah.
Cell phone. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you want a CRM and that kind of stuff, then go for Vulcan 7. But I would utilize the MLS as much as I can. And so Malik should be getting that data. If he's doing mainly direct to agent, y'all should be pulling that data constant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And how are y'all getting Malik, what are you going after? What's your bread and butter? What kind of leads are you trying to get?
So since I joined last week, it's been a little different. You guys have been working with expireds, and I love it. Before that, I've been calling, and I still do. I call on market pre-foreclosures. I just set a date. So for Texas, I noticed that Texas has the first Tuesday of every month is typically when they take place. And I just noticed, obviously, it's kind of low hanging fruit. If it's still listed, then I'm going to call you. And I know that your date's coming up. So if it hasn't been, that's like my first question. If it hasn't been postponed, then it's a pretty good lead, I would say.
Absolutely. So is the bread and butter of your business foreclosure?
Yes, sir.
Eric, is that what everybody's doing pretty much?
They're doing, so we have DTA, expired listings, and no equity. We're slowly want to roll in some pre-foreclosures in there as well. So obviously you kind of want to adapt to what like Malik and Tom want to do pre-foreclosures. So I kind of want to get some leads for them so they can kind of get that going as well. So we're slowly kind of integrating the pre-foreclosure leads a little bit. Yeah, I was hoping that like Vulcan 7 had like pre-foreclosure leads as well, but I don't know if that's possible. So
Yeah, I think it does.
We'll find out. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I mean, don't quote me because I don't have it, but I was looking at it this morning. It said foreclosure.
Oh, nice.
So expired, low equity, and foreclosure.
I guess the main ones right now are low equity and expired listings is what we're targeting. I do also want to add DTA like cash offers as well. Something we talked to Karol about. I gave her a few zip codes to target because I have buyers for that. Those particular zip codes that are like, hey, like, yeah, let's go look at it. Like, they'll let me know if they really want to get it or not.
Oh, sweet.
So it's what's kind of want to add.
Okay. So what do you think's like a big hurdle for you all? It's like, man, if we could just fix this one thing, we would be golden.
Well, I was talking.
Karol has something to say. But
go ahead.
Well, I would say the biggest hurdle for all of us is time. And what I mean by that is that our team, the majority of us, we got W-2s. The only one, I think, Malik, Eric, but the rest of us, we have W-2s. So it's finding that time. So it's like, I like time block. I set my calendar. I set actually a timer to say I have focus, like I'll take an hour and I'll just focus that hour and I won't do anything but make calls, right? So I know Pace's challenge is like just if it just takes 18 minutes, but I'll find that hour within the day where I can do what I need to do.
okay.
Yeah. It's time.
Well, I think for me, the biggest thing was the skip tracing part. And I would just get discouraged after a while. We use PropStream, and I don't have a problem calling either seller or the agent. Hence, I just went to the broker. I just went to the brokerage at this point because I just got tired of hitting a wall, and I couldn't really get this going the way that I guess I saw. And when it came to skip tracing, I just got frustrated with the information not coming back. And I was okay to door knock, but I had never done it before. I literally just did it last week, and it didn't feel as bad as I thought. And I'm actually going back out Thursday. And so I'm like, with the information with PropStream that was coming back, I felt inaccurate. The only other thing I think you could do, you got to get in the street and you got to go door knock, because I couldn't get feedback from emails or phone numbers. And then I would just get discouraged and then I would stop.
Cute.
She was running and running, and now she's like, "Go get water, baby doll." Yeah, skip tracing has always been a what do I want to say, a something that costs money that doesn't work very well. Um, so like getting good data and getting good skip tracing is kind of the hurdle of this business.
Right.
And that's why a lot of people have gone to direct to agent because their phone numbers are
Right.
right on Zillow.
Right.
And their emails are right in PropStream or
Right.
MLS, whatever that is. Well, we did that all last year. And I think we closed 40 deals, something like that, just from agents and repeat business. And I was like, if I go to foreclosures, I'm going to get one deal from that seller. I hope I only get one deal from that seller in a foreclosure, but agents are like feeding us. So I like that you guys have somebody working DTA, somebody working DTS. DTS is where you're going to see better assignments. You all know that. So that's why a lot of people are doing both things. But I think, the first thing I thought of was like, you have an agent on your team, go for like a Vulcan 7 or that land. What was it called? Land Voice. Yeah.
Voice.
They come skip traced. And so you can have Malik over there rocking the on market stuff and whoever else running a DTA, like build out his system for direct to agent, build out this other, like a pipeline, and build out a pipeline for Tom and whoever else is running DTS. And Eric's over there, guiding everybody what to do. Right. Karol, who else your TC? Who's the TC on the team? Or do you guys put that out to another TC? Are you hiring somebody?
Well, we haven't hired anyone yet, like on our team, but we have like the resources. Like I have one person that I can go to, Pise Core. We have people here in the Houston, are in our meetup and our group here that we can go to. But she's pretty much my go-to if I need a TC right now.
Okay, sweet. Eric, man, I've used Google Sheets this whole time too. Google Sheets and Trello.
And
then recently we got this one called ClickUp. It's like, it's kind of like Monday.com or Asana, something like that, just for like project management. Mm-hmm. But you can keep rocking with your Google Sheets. I tried to get fancy. I made it like, let's say Tom's working a foreclosure lead and he has a Google sheet that he's working off of and he gets a hot lead. So I made a drop down box on there that said hot, warm, cold, whatever. And I go, when I want, when Tom gets a hot lead, he does a drop down box to hot. It makes it go to Eric's sheet. Like I want it to copy from this sheet automatically, and I want it to send Eric an email. Wow. So every time Tom gets a hot lead, it goes, it says, Tom has a hot lead, Eric, go check it out. So we have a little script. I can send it to you. Let me write this down.
You did that on Google Sheet?
That's what I was thinking. That's fancy right there.
Yeah. I would just send me a sheet, like Tom's sheet, and I'm trying to work this out. Like you're not sending me your whole freaking thing, but like, no, we'll figure it out. I'll get you that sheet. I'll get you that Google script.
Well, we don't have like separate sheets. We have we're all accessed on the one Google sheet. So we just have the separate tabs, but
maybe that could help out. So like Tom could have his own sheet because he's running his thing.
Okay.
And then all the leads, I'm assuming all the leads go to Eric to close, right?
Yes.
Okay, so Eric could have his lead sheet, and then all the mess that Tom makes stays on Tom's sheet. All the mess that Malik makes is on Malik's sheet. But the hot leads transfer over to Eric, so he has all his leads in one spot.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Okay, you
that
like
makes
that?
sense.
All right, so he's not having to scroll through and like just keep the door kicker focused on the doors. Tom, Malik, Carol, everybody lines up the doors for Eric, and Eric just like Macho Man Randy Savage, just knocks them down.
Yeah.
Like line up your closer. That's all you got to do.
Okay, so can I ask a question? So, what you're talking about, what I was trying to set up, but maybe now I don't need to do it. But I was trying to do that. I was actually setting up Slack to do that very thing.
Okay, you can
But
do it.
we'll follow what you did. We'll do that.
What we did, and maybe that's a good answer, but what we did is go when we have a contract, put it in Slack. My TC lives in Slack, and my dispo person lives in Slack. And so when the contract gets signed, it goes into Slack. We go, hey TC, ready to open up escrow.
Okay.
She goes, cool, opened. Here's where it's opened. Need EMD, wiring instructions, blah 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 blah. And then all your files go into Slack.
Got it. Okay.
It still gets messy. It still gets like Eric's sheet's not going to be super clean. It's going to have some messy leads in there. He's going to still have to organize or have somebody organize it. And then when you start doing that, you can count how many hot leads you have for the month.
Okay.
And then you can start working a little bit of KPI stuff.
Okay.
1 second. Something really big just fell. I'll be right back.
Oh boy.
Okay.
We're on to something.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, you definitely gonna have to show me how you take the Google and have that go. What?
Yeah, nuts. I don't know how he did that. I didn't know it had that capability. Honestly.
I know. I'm like, wait. That's out of my league.
Big time. I just had to put the information in there.
What? Okay.
What does this mean?
Wait. So if you do that, question. So if you do that, then can you take it where, let's say, if I'm a DTA, because we're putting our notes, everything, we're putting everything right there, right?
Yeah.
So can we assign? So for example, like if I'm going through and I'm trying to set up just like our pipeline with the leads, can then I go and assign those like that on the Google Sheets? I mean, I can, but
assign it to
automatic
who?
transfer.
Assign it to who?
So for example, when I'm going through and I'm looking at leads. So right now, I guess that's redundant. So right now, what I'll do is we just put it like if it's a direct agent, we have our tab direct agent and we just put it on there, right? But there are some situations where if I found or I'm talking to even a seller or something like that, or I need a follow-up, I want to be able to just say, hey, Malik, go call this agent, check this out or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he's not going to be sitting there scrolling through looking to see. I generally will have to text like, hey, can you look at this property? Right?
Yeah.
It's so, okay. That might be redundant though.
I would suggest Malik has his own sheet that he runs. And I don't know how y'all run it, but like, does Houston have its own list? Does April have its own, tab? Does Houston have its own tab, or does April have its own tab? So if he's working 5 different markets for April, are they all in one tab, or is it Houston April, Dallas April, blah 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 blah? I don't know. However you want to do it, but I would organize things because where is money made? Where is money made? In the follow-up.
In the follow-up. Mm-hmm.
We closed one. It took a year of follow-up to get the contract, right? That's crazy, but that's how long it took. And it was legit almost a year to the day. And we got I think we made $8,000, but whatever. That's always been the struggle with Google Sheets is like how to follow up with that stuff, because everything is everywhere, right? And Eric's job is not to follow up; it's to close. So Malik's having to do his own follow up. Tom's having to do his own follow up. Maybe he thinks it's ready for Eric, but Eric gets on the phone and goes, "Yo, this person's not ready. Back. Send it back." And then Tom has to remember, he has to revert back. His mind has to go, okay, I have to put this back in a follow up sequence of something. And so he's going to have to use a calendar. He's going to have to use something to remember to do that stuff, right? And so you could have a Google Sheet tab just for follow-up, right? So if it's warm, right, you can just make a new warm sheet, a warm tab. I don't know how your all system looks. I'm just making it up in my head, but that was always the struggle with us, is somebody getting the follow-up done, right? So Malik's hitting the phones, trying to get you a lead, but he's in that mode. I'm just going to go find more leads, go find more leads. There might be someone in the middle that all they do is just keep it warm until it gets hot. And then they go, Eric, it's hot now. They're ready. Because I don't know if y'all experience this, but it normally takes about a month or 2 months from when you talk to the agent until they're actually ready to really talk about it. Is that same for you all?
Yeah, longer. Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. That's what it was like that for us, like over and over and over. Is almost 30 days on the spot every single time.
Mm-hmm.
So like who's cultivating relationships? Is Malik having to do all that? Or is there somebody in the middle? Like put that on a not job description, but a role responsibility. Who is doing the follow-up? Because you're going to make way more money. You're going to squeeze more out of the data that you pull if someone is doing follow-up. So I guess make a decision on that. Bring a new person on. Add that part to somebody's role. But the person who gets the lead for us, the person who got the lead was not the person who followed up. That was like another person that all they do is like organize all the almost cussed. All they do is organize all the stuff. And then they like, hey, this one's ready. Eric, jump on this call. I got it scheduled, and they'll schedule Eric's calls for him.
Typically what we said, like a lead manager.
A lead manager.
It's pretty much just following up with the leads.
Yeah. That's all they do all day long. The whole company, or, it depends. You have 1 or 2 lead managers. They just make sure that Tom is bringing in deals. Make sure that, our mortgage statements are coming in, all those things. Yeah.
Just following, getting all mortgage statements. Hey, have you sent this in for us? And I can see how that is.
Okay, wait. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Eric. Go ahead.
We recently got one. Man, it was a hot lead. It was good. I got her mortgage statement. Everything lined out. Everything was good to go. And then the next day we're ready to I had Carol's hey, get this contract ready. We're gonna sign one, and totally ghosts at night. Something happened. I might have said something that she might have liked or what happened, right? But it was she was already on board. There's no equity deal. Well, that one came from expired listing. It hasn't hit the pre-foreclosure market yet, but it's coming soon. But either she got another phone call and they kind of made it feel like she was gonna get more money, but
we had that.
Those leads right there, that one's pending for somebody else to grab and just pick up the phone and call it and see where they're at. So I can see where just time passes by, right? Time kills deals. So if nobody's on top of that one, how do we know we don't have still a good opportunity, even if we split it 50-50 with somebody else on another team? I don't want to leave it outside the team.
Right.
But it's having somebody as a follow-up lead can benefit from it. That's kind of what I'm going back at. Just staying on top of that lead until they answer, right? Or something comes up.
Yeah.
Leave me alone or something. Or we just need to regroup things or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pretty good thing. Go ahead, Carol. Sorry.
Okay. So process. So call comes, or we're calling out. So I'm calling. Let's say Malik is calling. So we're both like calling like DTAs. Tom's doing DTS. So so the process is then I feel like then I'm missing a person. And I feel like I'm missing a person because I need that person who's just going to stack the leads up for us to call. Then once we call them and we got them like locked, then we pass it off to Eric. Eric then closes and shuts it down, right? So now I feel like I'm missing a person.
You could do that, but you'd probably be bringing on more people. What I was thinking is take that person and put it between Malik and Eric. So maybe help me understand a little better.
Okay.
Malik, are you picking up the phone and just busting agent calls?
Yes, sir. So that's like I love the way, I don't know how you guys want to do it, but like I'm super. Well, I don't want to say super. I love lead generation, but I hate follow-ups. Not gonna lie.
Perfect. That's what I was
Hey,
thinking.
and
So,
I love the
That's
follow-up.
honest.
Hey,
That's
what you doing? Where you at? What's up? I like
there
the
we go.
follow-up.
I will say lead management is pretty time consuming, but if you leverage some technology, you can get it done pretty quickly. But that would take a CRM.
Right.
So Malik would have some level of CRM, and he would say needs follow up, like a tag in FU, and needs follow up, and it would send it to Carol, and then Carol would go, okay, I'm gonna just keep on them, and then she could just set reminders or automated follow ups or something like a drip inside of the CRM. However, if you're not going to live in a CRM, then you need a person to do that stuff.
So,
Those are like,
so
sorry, I was going to say
I'm
one last
sorry.
thing. Don't forget. Malik makes all the calls, and then a person lives between Malik and Eric to like do the follow up, get the mortgage statement, set like, okay, my partner Eric's going to call you or do a warm handoff. My partner Eric is going to get on the line with us, or he's going to call you at 2:00, and you have his Calendly open, and you set him a Calendly appointment at 2:00, right? Something like that, or use a CRM to do that stuff. But somebody needs to like be setting appointments for Eric.
Sounds amazing.
Okay, sorry, Tom.
Can you expand a little bit more on like what is the duty of follow up? I know like generally like Malik like reach out, say, hey, do you want to sell your property? So the follow up, can you expand a little bit more?
Yeah, so Tom, you'd be calling foreclosures and trying to get them on board with talking to Eric about closing the deal, right? Okay, I understand what happened. No, sorry. My wife is vacuuming in the background. Sorry. I'm like, what is
Hi,
that?
Carolyn. And she spells it with a K.
Yeah, the correct spelling. So, okay, so Tom, you're trying to get a foreclosure on the line because I know they're not picking up their phone.
Right.
You're trying to get them on the line, and you know what? Hey, Tom, I want to talk to you about this, but I'm gonna wait till my wife gets home. Okay, I'm gonna wait till my husband gets home, and then we'll have a call with you. You can pass that off to the follow-up person. So the follow-up person is gonna like try to. You're just getting them on the line to get some interest, okay? And once they're interested, you pass it off to the follow-up person, and the follow-up person's gonna, if you haven't got motivation or whatever it is with their situation, they'll get the 4 pillars. So the follow-up person is basically trying to level out the 4 pillars, get their motive, like how quick can we get Eric on the phone? Because Eric's gonna close it. So Tom, if you can get Eric on the phone, Tom, that'd be great. But your job is to just stack the motivation as quick as you can. Now, if the things I'm saying, Eric and Carol or whoever else wants to like add in, hey, no, I think it should be like this, then that's their business. I'm just giving you like some advice from me, right? It's not the Bible in any way.
But in a way, that is kind of the right sense of way, right? Because Tom is not going to be available at 8 o'clock or 6, right? Then we do have time, somebody as a follow-up person to get on the phone at that time and push that lead a little bit more further, faster. Basically what we're trying to get to. If Tom calls them tomorrow again, and they're like, oh, no, we talked to somebody last night, and we've already got to handle
Exactly.
lost deal. Like, not lost deal, but like lost opportunity for us to put our name first, pretty much on the line. If that makes sense. I see where that can play a big role.
So I reiterate? I mean, not reiterate, but so can I go back? I just want to make sure that I'm hearing this right. Okay. So like Malik and I, we're busting out the calls. We're busting them out.
Okay.
If we have someone, we may touch base with an agent. We may touch base with the seller, right? But we don't have all of the pillars. We don't have all of the motivation, or they're not ready to make a move right now, whatever. So then what we would do is, so we're generating the leads. Then what's going to happen, we're generating the leads. Then what we do is give it to like Tom and say, Tom, you follow up on these until you get to that point where it's ready to close. And then when he's got that agent or the seller and they're ready to shut it down, they're ready to close, then he passes it off to Eric, right?
Yep.
I'm a process person.
Me too. Exactly. So like, I'm just going to keep using Tom. So Tom becomes your follow-up person. I don't know if that's happening, Tom, but we're going to just hypothetically say that. So Tom is going to, you're going to train your follow-up person to become a closer. So Tom is going to try to stretch his ability as much as he can on every call. And he's going to stay, if he can, stay on the phone with Eric as much as possible. Like a warm transfers always win. And a warm transfer means where Tom's doing the follow-up and he merges Eric into that call. Those deals get closed. If you can get a seller on the phone and Eric on the phone, and it's motivated, Eric's going to close it, right? So if Tom has to hang up and then later get Eric on the phone, that goes away. You lose the heat. You lose that heat. But Tom is going to try to get that closed as far as he can, and then they're going to say like, well, I need they're trying to buy a new house, so they need DTI. Right, their debt is going to be over leveraged. So what can we do? But Tom doesn't know the answer about lease options or whatever the thing to do. Eric, so he needs to like, you know what? My partner Eric knows all about this stuff. Can I try to dial him right now? And then Eric gets on the phone. That's a simple answer for him. You get it closed. But Tom's job is to like the follow-up person is try to get it as far as they can and then transfer or merge Eric into the call. Carol.
Okay.
You don't like that?
No, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
So
I got it.
That makes sense.
Everybody wants to grow. Malik doesn't always want to be calling agents. Maybe he does, but like he's an investor. He wants to be an investor. What do investors want? They want to freaking own property.
Right.
Malik's a visionary, so
love it.
Yeah, he's I talked to him briefly, so
these knucklehead agents trying to get rid of him.
Right. So like Malik should be always stacking agents and getting, whoever you have the best rapport with, just follow up with them for nothing. Hey, I'm just thinking about you. Do you have anything right now? That should always the more referrals you get, bro. We had one. The 5th deal we did with this agent was a foreclosure. That was her friend. That was $40,000 behind in payments with $100,000 worth of equity. So then when we caught up the arrears, it was $140 worth of equity. or ish, 100 and whatever it was. That was an agent referral. So, and that was because the people on our team were just calling her saying, "Hey, what's up? How are you? What do you got? What do you got right now that you're working on?" Like human to human. Those are, so whoever you know that you jive with, you know the agents that you jive with, you know that.
Right.
Pick up the phone once in a while and try to get a lead out of it. Off market cash, novations, whatever it is. And trying to get so many leads coming in. The more off market you can get, the better deals you can get.
I can do that. I'm building a small list of like agents that I do have. Like, since I'm calling anyways, like the good agents that make sense, or they're willing to kind of like collaborate on deals, stuff like that. I have a tiny list, but that's like I'm glad you said that. So it makes it more important. Like, okay, focus on like organizing that list for future follow up and hit them up like every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, whatever.
Yeah, dope. Like VIP.
Yes, sir.
Okay, we could do that. That's good. Okay.
Because that eventually comes in kind of potential KPI, right? You build up 5-6 solid agents. You don't think one of those agents is going to come across a divorce, pre-foreclosure, pocket listing that comes up 3 times 10 or whatever. Like, your opportunity shortens down, especially if it's a free lead.
Yep.
We all love free leads. Those are the best
100%.
ones. So if we can build that up, and over a period, it takes time, right? It's not going to happen overnight. It takes time to build those specific agents, but something comes across their table and you're hitting them up. The first time they're thinking about is you, because you're right there every other month, every other week. How can I help, or got anything come up?
Right.
So definitely makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay.
Do you question for you? Do you remember when you're doing direct to agent? What's that KPI look like when you're doing a high value number? What was that number looking like?
How many offers to a contract?
To a contract, yes.
When we were just starting, it was it was last year, and it was somewhere in like the somewhere in like the 30 range. Like about every 30 LOIs that we sent, we'd get a contract out of it. And
Wow.
dude, I was closing almost every contract. Like, not closing every contract, but like dispoing every single contract that I got. And then the new year hit, 2024 hit. Different things happened, and now it's closer to 100 LOIs. Get me a contract, and I'm dispoing maybe a little bit better than half of the deals that I get.
Got it.
So it's just direct to agent has got tougher.
Yeah. Interest rates. You no longer can find that low 5% volume right now. It's all high percentage fees. So your end market buyer changes.
Yep. So a lot of people are saying, I don't have the equity. I can't list it. Mortgages are 7.5. I think as of today, it's 7.5. So it's hard to sell if there's no equity. They just can't do it, and they just don't list. With going expired, a lot of people are moving to expired or cash.
Yeah.
Or both. So I would not stop doing direct to seller cash deals. You can grab some like Tom should be grabbing like 80K assignments for your all's team, right? But they're gonna come once in a while.
I was gonna say Tom Twitch. I'm just kidding.
He didn't move. Did you hear that, Tom? 80K. It takes one pre-foreclosure.
I'm doing something wrong, man.
No, you just need to do more.
Yeah.
You want to dig into that real quick?
Yeah, real quick. Let's just jump into that.
All right, because I also want to ask Jantel some questions about how we can leverage everything she's doing, because I think that's really going to help y'all. But okay, Tom, what markets are you doing? You're doing foreclosure only?
Yes. And the thing is, I pull all my data from the county, so it's like pretty manual. And then after that, I put up all my lists. I enter into Excel sheet, and then I go to Sherpa and have them skip trace it. But the data on the county, like you only get like one property per, like they stack it where like each link is just linked to, sometimes they have a list of 200 pages of property, but sometimes you have to click on each link to get one property. So it's kind of, it takes times, man.
It's it's so manual.
Yeah,
It's
redundant. Yeah.
oh,
And sometimes I
What
don't
can you
have
tell me
enough
what
data.
market you're doing?
So so past few weeks, I just focus on the county where I'm in, which is
Harris.
Harris. I'm in Fort Bend. Now
He's in
I'm
Fort Bend.
expanded.
Oh, sorry.
Now I'm yeah. So I'm
Smaller
expanded right
smaller
now.
list, but still
Yeah.
kind of crazy to filter and
Yeah, just
go through
small
that.
list. So now I'm expanding to Brazoria and well, the other county, I forgot
Montgomery,
what the name was.
Montgomery County.
Yeah, Montgomery. Huh? Oh man.
Yeah, that's all.
You
That's
read my
all the
mind.
prime. That's the prime side of Harris County where all the good other pre-foreclosures are at too.
What would you pay, Tom, to have someone else do that?
What would I pay per probably per month? $50.
Have y'all been to Roddy's list?
To where?
Roddy's?
No.
I'll put it in the chat. Hold on. I need an affiliate for these people.
Find the link, man. Get affiliated with them.
10%.
All right. You can go to foreclosure, the number foreclosure.info, Tom, and you can buy Harris County for $80. Now it's only one county. I bet Montgomery's like $30. I don't know. You have to look at it.
Probably. It's a smaller list, so figure yourself.
But 40, 50, I don't know what it is. But they're doing exactly what you're doing, but they're just going to sell it to you.
It's not bad.
Right. So you can grab.
Oh, you mean it already comes? It's already like what'd you call it?
It's not skip
trace. It's not skip
trace.
trace.
It's
Okay,
not skip
but
trace.
they're giving you the lead.
They'll bring it. They'll send it to you every single day. Foreclosure data every single day. You just have to go put it into your skip tracer.
It's not too bad. Yeah.
Or you have Jantel get. Oh no, she has Harris County. What are we doing? She has Harris County, so she's going to sign up for Land Voice. She's going to sign up for Land Voice and get 2 counties worth of foreclosure data. So I'd have her sign up for Land Voice for Harris and Montgomery. And then you have foreclosure.info get you the other 2 counties, wherever that is. And so you can stop. You need to be on the phones.
Yeah.
Or you pay a VA to go skip trace, or not skip trace, but yeah. For
Scrub,
your leads and for
scrub them.
$3 an hour.
The data.
Yeah.
Yeah. Before I was using Skip Genie, which is like you do one property at a time. I'm like, oh my god, this is not working. So that's why I was.
Skip Genie gives you like all their relatives and extra numbers and stuff. So you're like,
it's pretty dope.
They're good.
Pretty
They're
dope.
good to deep prospect. Skip Genie is really great for deep prospecting.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
batch
really great.
skip is not good. Yeah. Appreciate.
I would also look at this one. I'm going to put it in our back end chat. And do y'all see the private chat?
Yep.
This last one is my favorite one. I get very good results from that one. It's like, yeah, check it out. I've seen this other one, like the Neo one. I hear a lot of people telling me that that's really, really good.
Nice.
Okay.
So just what I'm hearing is a lot of the time being spent by Tom is not on income producing things.
Correct.
And so getting him from what he needs to be on the phones. You're going to be on the phones connecting. That's where you're making the money. And he's doing the lower end work.
Yeah, it's the energy work. Yeah, that's taking some time. So when you get ready to get on the phone, it probably that energy's not expressive or there, right? So when you're getting on the phone, you're like 30 calls in, you're like, all right, I'm already out. I'm tapped out. Because I've been pulling all this data. It's taking me another 30 minutes just to pull one information from one person, you know? So yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, Mindy, I saw your question about what was the website. It's foreclosure.info. Do you see that? Yeah, this whole business is like time and leverage. And so leveraging systems, leveraging other people, leveraging new students, whatever that is, just as much as you can do that will help your business. But yeah, like if you ask, like Eric, if we asked you to go like pull the county data and click through everything, put it into a Excel sheet, like, right, you'd be like, I'll do that, but then I'm not doing anything else for the rest of the day.
Oh yeah, man.
Because I'm cooked.
I've done it before. I did it for almost a whole year, so I know how it feels. It's I've done it before. It's pulling data, keeping data up, staying up till like midnight, getting all the data ready for next day. And the next day you call, and then you got to go follow up, and then you got to do everything, and then contract a lead, and then dispo it. It's like, man, it's a grind. It's a grind. That's what I'm saying. Referral leads, by far. Referral leads can come in. That's what I'm saying. Agents, stay on top of agents. And you get those 1 or 4 referral leads, plug that in, pre-foreclosure lead, cash deal, just little extra niche opportunities that you're able to get. Obviously, you need a little bit bigger. You need have a team like this where all of us can contribute to something, right? It's going to help us get to where it's at. By yourself, you're not really going to be able to accomplish all that by your own self. It's just impossible.
Yeah. Donna says, get your nephews, nieces, children to do it.
There you go.
Carol's already doing that.
Train up. There you go.
Made her get a license and everything.
Yeah.
We couldn't wait.
Yeah, that's what having Chantel like being half Vulcan 7, then we can probably alternate time schedules, right? We have 2 other people as well that can get on Vulcan 7, and she get on the leads in the morning. Tom can take care of when he gets a chance, and then Malik maybe can jump on there just to do. You don't have to do much. 30 minutes, an hour.
Yeah.
You'll be surprised, right? Where we can probably pass each other leads as well. Like, hey, I got this one to stay on board. I'm not going to be able to talk to it later this night. Maybe you can jump on and talk to them. Like I said, just throw me the lead to see if it's a good qualify or disqualify that lead right away.
Yep.
Versus having to wait a day or 2 until you can jump on board and call it.
Yep.
So yeah, that's fire. We're coming up with some things.
Do you all have you done an ovation before?
I have not done ovations. I know a little bit about it, but not 100% to where.
Start studying. If you have an agent on your team, y'all better bring her some business, right? So if you find like a foreclosure, I was talking to some other operators, and he goes, if we find a foreclosure that has whatever, like 30,000 in arrears, but it has a good amount of equity, I'm gonna go find that money. You better believe I'm gonna go find $30,000 and close it, clean it up, and list it. Because I could grab, if you list it and close it and grab another 100K to your business, or ish. Wouldn't you do that?
That's so smart. Oh my god.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
You have an agent sitting right here who's like, I'm just learning. I need listings. Like, how happy would her broker be if she's just having listings coming in from you all?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just a turnkey innovation. Just go sweep it, and if you need to paint it, then okay. But a lot of those come through, and they fell behind because of some problem. There's nothing to do. You just list it.
Mm-hmm.
Mow the lawn, list it.
That makes sense. They're out there, right? Those are out there for sure.
Yeah. All right. Let's dig into Gentel a little bit. You're full time, so you're probably just like kind of getting used to finding listings. You're still kind of learning. How do you fit into how are you fitting into everything going on?
Yeah, so I am, and I'm new. Like I just picked up my badge new. Just finished onboarding new. But
Still
so
trying to find the bathrooms and
right. But with my W-2 job, it's flexible enough where I can sort of do both. So I have 2 days on, 2 days off. I'm with the airline, so I work 2 days with United, that I'm off 2 business days where I can go into the office and do what I need to do. Right now, I'm just trying to establish a routine between both companies. So I'm with Compass, but I'm also on a team. And so right now, because I literally just finished onboarding, getting access to everything, what I'm doing is working on my social media. So we're in the field. I've been to a few open houses. I got one Thursday to go to. So I'm kind of getting that experience right now until I kind of get the MLS stuff going. So I still have a lot of questions. I'm new. I do know that Compass is not a fan of me doing both. And so I'm trying to figure out how to, satisfy both requests, because I know I can do both. Compass doesn't want me to do both. It's pick a lane and stay in it with Compass.
Yeah. When you say do both, you mean working for the airline?
No. They don't want me to. They want me to pour my all into the Compass brand. They don't really want their agents to veer off into the investing side of it. So that was one of my reasons why I didn't want to join a brokerage, because I knew that was a reality. Some brokerages are okay with you doing it, and some just are not. And I ended up with one that isn't. They want you just to be focused on the brokerage.
Yeah.
So I have to figure out how I can do both and safely.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You'll figure that out.
Yeah.
But if we do like what you were saying, though, Myron, where, because in my W-2, you produce, we don't care what you do, how you do it. You produce. It's all about the numbers, right? We know this. So if from our standpoint, we're like you're saying, if we could feed her, especially coming like from an expired, and a seller doesn't want to they just want to sell it. They want the cash or whatever. Take that, send it. If we send her and get her to be able to go through, it's like and list it. I mean, we're giving her the business, and that'll help us to get as much as we need from the MLS. She feeds us the information. We can help with that. Seriously, right? From the expired listing standpoint.
Here's how I think it works, Gentel, is let's say you all sign up for Vulcan 7.
Right.
Your brokerage doesn't know.
Right.
But there is like a level of responsibility because they're using your MLS.
Right.
So y'all can't be playing some weird games with people. But like if y'all find y'all are calling expireds, that's what agents do. They call expireds to get listings. That's why that service exists. So
Right.
it's nothing out of the realm for
And
y'all.
FISBOs, right.
Yeah.
Correct.
That's why you're doing social media. You're trying to get leads. Like,
And a lot of agents pay for leads. A lot of the seasoned agents I discover, everyone is paying for leads using some measure of a
Homes.com.
platform, be it Vulcan 7 or Facebook ads. Everyone's paying to get something.
Yep. Yeah,
And I think the biggest thing is it comes down to disclosure at the end of the day. I think that's the problem. People aren't disclosing that they're a licensed agent. And I think that's why we're in the pickle we're in now. So I think it's just how to do it and safely, you know.
Here's one, Deluxer, brokerspot.com, I think homes.com. Well, Zillow will send you stuff. But if you just think about this, you're signing up for Vulcan 7 and you already have a team of people to make calls on it for you, to get listings for you.
Right.
Like, what other agent starts out like that?
Right.
I don't think many agents are starting out like that.
Not the new ones.
Yeah. So it is pretty sweet. This is pretty sweet what y'all have. You have people like hungry. They're on a live right now trying to figure this out. Right. And you all, yeah, exactly. So like, if you all can find expired listings or foreclosure listings that can be novated or closed and put on the MLS, that's a team behind you. I've heard of other agents, like they have call centers who, they're probably with a different brokerage or they are the broker, but they have call centers that just hammer VA loans to get listings. That's all they do, because VA or veterans tend to move. They tend to get relocated. And so that's all they do all day long is just call centers with like 50 to 60 VAs calling VA loans. An agent, like I never dreamed of that. We met a guy. We bought a couple deals from him. Like, that's a guy I want to be connected with, an agent who has a call center, because he's going to send us creative deals. He doesn't want to close creative. He wants to close conventional, right? Because those veterans are just having to move and go buy a new house. Anyways, I think you have a good system going. Just a couple little tweaks, and like getting your land. I keep forgetting the freaking name of this thing.
Land Voice, is it?
Land Voice. I just found them today, so that's why I keep tripping on that one. But Land Voice, Vulcan 7, or not Vulcan 7, Land Voice. We'll get your script for your Google Sheets. You can organize your leads better. You're going to get like a lead follow-up person or nominate somebody into that position. And what else? Your foreclosure data is going to come from Land Voice, so you don't need to do that. You might go to you might go to foreclosure.info. Where is it? Like this. You might go to foreclosure.info to get a couple extra data points. And here, I like that you all are working Harris County or the Houston market, because Houston has a ton of foreclosures. Like, I think it goes Chicago, Phoenix, Harris County, like top 3.
There's a ton. There's a ton that people just they don't get them. They don't get in their face to let them know they're in foreclosure, and sometimes it's language barriers. Sometimes you just knocked them and didn't meet them at the right opportunity time.
Yeah,
there's a lot.
We're gonna get Tom on the phones. When Tom gets on the phones, y'all about to be busy. I think that's going to be the biggest change in your business, where you just focus, like, the list of things that Tom needs to do. And if it's not going to make you money, you're crossing it off the list and send it to someone else. Or you're going to leverage some kind of system or pay $50 to save hours. Hell yeah,
100%.
$50 a month to save a month's worth of work.
Yeah. Easy. Hours of work.
He's a caller. It's not about that. That's one thing I will have to say. It's not like, anybody is afraid to pick up the phone. They'll pick up the phone. They will make those calls. It's just having the time to be able to make more calls because it is about volume, right? It's about volume. You got to have it.
Yep. And then, so I'd say like get that stuff lined out. And then once you have your Google Sheets talking to each other and all that stuff, then you can go, okay, now you have a goal in front of you. I want to hit $1 million this year.
I'm with you. Let's go.
That's what I would start with. If we want to do $1 million, what is that going to take? How many leads do we have to call? How many numbers does Tom need to dial? And Malik need to dial to get there.
We have to reverse engineer it.
And that's how you work your KPIs. That's it. You start with a goal and you go backwards. And if Tom's not able to be on the phones, not only because Tom, do you have a W-2?
Yes, I do.
So he already has a W-2, so that's working against him. So you need all the stuff that's not on the phone. If you're doing something that's not you on the phone, you don't get to do that anymore.
Do it.
That's my opinion.
No, say that again.
That's my opinion.
No, say the last statement.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So if it's anything that's not okay, I said that after, didn't I?
It's great.
If it's something that Tom has to do that's not on the phone, he does not get to do it anymore.
It's golden.
Just keep him on the phone.
Okay. I love
Everything
it.
else needs to be outsourced or like a system of some kind. Just buy whatever that is. Buy his time back. Damn it. I start cussing when we get into this stuff. Sorry about that.
I love it.
No, I love it. It's great.
Okay.
Cool. I think that's going to be the biggest change in y'all's business right there. Just getting Tom on the phone. Malik, let's dig into this last thing. Malik, what is like something that, man, if we could fix this one thing, I would be on fire. What would that be? What would that be for you?
That was a huge one that you mentioned earlier on, like the follow-up system. Like I can definitely keep my pool of, agents that I jive with and all that stuff. But I don't know what it is. There's something about it. Like I have really, really good, strong conversations with agents a couple of times, but more so I'm talking about like on the first call, we'll have a 20, 30-minute call. Everything's great. But I had someone call me like yesterday and I have his number saved and it says Chris, but I don't know. Obviously, I'm calling so many people. I just cannot understand, okay, Chris, until I see it or see the address. But it's just like kind of, I'm going to call you and I'll kick it over to, if Tom's the guy, then, Tom. I think that would be super. That would just make a lot of sense. That's a puzzle piece right there, I think. Like, I'll call 100 agents, no problem. But do I remember even 20 of them? Probably not.
Dope. I can see Karol and Erick are just doing this.
I know. It's like, hey, oh my God. Absolutely. Biggest thing I will have to say this was amazing. So thank you so much for this. It was amazing. So much information. But when you're talking to like a process person, to lay out that process is fantastic. Because I was trying to put like those pieces together, but not sure how to make them really talk to each other.
Yeah.
Please. As soon as I get the Google Sheets and we get that talking to each other, it's all over. I'm good.
Sweet.
Love it.
I'm excited for you guys. This is going to be cool.
We got to do a follow-up.
Yeah. We could do, I would say 1 month. 1 month is going to look totally different.
Oh my God. Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah.
100%.
Thank you so much.
I agree 100%.
Thank you so much. There was a lot of clarity in the call for sure.
This has been cool.
Golden, man.
This has been cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. So my job is to get you a Google script. Did you need anything else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Did you, Eric, anything you can think of?
Not on top of my head. No.
Okay.
Are there any other questions that you are deciding not to ask? Like, I don't want to ask that. I don't want to bother him. That's a dumb question.
Never.
I think the only one I have in this kind of what I heard, and I probably can find this on my own, but
Go for it.
Doing the reverse engineering on what's that number look like to you that you want to make a month, like the projected numbers, and that's what like just goes around my head every time. Don't know if it's as easy to explain to like, okay, if I want to hit 50,000, what does that look like per month, or 20,000, right? Just for short, 20,000.
I would say the only KPIs you really have right now is what Malik's doing, right? Because Tom is struggling to just be on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
So what you got to do is like, how many offers? So what's your KPI on the offers that Malik gets?
Got it.
Okay, and just start there, and then you'll start to. I'm gonna tell you the stages, but I'll send you like a little sheet. Hold on 5 seconds. Someone sing or something while I try to find this.
I don't know any good songs right now.
Hold on.
But see, the thing of it with us is like it's a matter of like we got to get the data, right?
Yeah.
So once we track the data, then we can say it's like, okay, so we need to take maybe like the 30 days just to be able to track the data. Then once we collect that data, then we can go back and say, okay, it took us X amount of calls to be X amount of leads to be able to get and the X amount of LOIs out to hit the close. Right now, we really don't have that data.
True.
Exactly right. So Carol, it will be how many leads are in, or how many not leads, but how many oh my god, I'm just brain farting.
And how many LOIs?
No, how many records do you have in your system? Like how many records did you have?
Okay.
How many leads did you get out of it? Okay. How many were you able to go from a lead to how do I say this? Like a closing conversation?
Mm-hmm.
How many closes to offers? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then how many LOIs or offers go into contract? I'm going to send you that. I know it's like, you don't have to write that down. I'm going to screenshot what I do or what I'm starting to do. And I'm going to send that to you just so you can have like a base point and you can start just kind of plugging numbers in, because as like next month is going to look so different.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are going to go, okay, I have leads. Now I need to have my goals. We put like Tom needs a goal. How many dials does he have per day, per week, whatever that is? And he needs to hit his dials. Malik needs to hit his dials. And then that's how it works down.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Got it. Okay.
Man, so like recently, right? So that's why we had a phone call, is because I dissolved my team. Okay. I dissolved my team because I wasn't doing KPIs and I didn't structure my pay correctly. My splits weren't right. So every deal, I would say one last thing to y'all is let me ask one more question. Who's putting EMD down on every deal? Who's the EMD person?
I will probably provide that.
Okay, so Eric's putting his capital at risk. That means something.
Mm-hmm.
Who's paying for the Vulcan 7 thing? Is Jantel paying for it, or is Eric paying for it?
Mm-hmm.
Got it. That's something we got to talk about. See how we can work that out.
Mm-hmm.
So a business has operating cost.
Yes.
It's not just split 50-50 and then Eric pays for everything. that's where I messed up. Is I said, no, I got it. I'm the leader. I'll pay for it. I want Carol to be happy. I want Tom to be happy. I want Chantel to be happy. And we'll split it. But then Eric's constantly trying to struggle to keep up because he's having to pay $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month and risk capital. If you lose EMD, then he's out another $1,500. Like it just keeps stacking. So the assignments that he got are just wiped out.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's how I built my business. And I go, I can't do this anymore. I smash the Legos down. I go, okay, I need to do this right. I need to have operating costs built into my assignments.
Yeah.
Okay. So like every deal we get, I need 30% to go into my operating expenses, and we need X amount to sit there, and that we need to build up our business first, so that if S hits the F, we have operating costs no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so build up your operating costs like a business would, and then you start splitting out. Okay, and it doesn't have to be forever. Just build up 6 months.
Yeah.
Build up a little nest egg, and then split out better. So like get everybody on board. Carol, this is what our plan is. Tom, this is what our plan is. We need some baller assignments from your foreclosure, bro. Get us. And get people on board to know what the vision is. Okay, we're gonna hit 1 million. We're gonna get our nest egg done, and we're gonna hit $1 million in assignments. Tom, I need you to hit this many dials a week. Do you think you can do that? Yes. And if he's not, you can like, hey bro, I know we said whatever, $300 a week. You hit 250. Is something not balanced?
Yes.
Where are you struggling?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, they put me on more at work. They did this, they did that. My kid broke the fridge. I had to fix whatever, man. I don't know what stuff happens, right? Life is always going to happen. You just talk. Tom, what's up? Okay, well, let's the next month, let's drop down to 200. And then the next month we'll jump back up to 300. I know you want to pump us up. I know you want those assignments just like we do. Right. So like, those are my biggest two things, bro, was not running my business like a business and not getting my KPIs straight. And so when I started over, I go, I'm going to dig into KPIs so hard. I'm going to know all these things. Right. And so I'm coming to you with that fresh knowledge of these are kind of the things you want to look at to reverse engineer. And I'm going to send you what I'm starting. Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
Nice.
Beautiful.
All right, y'all.
Beautiful.
This was a lot of value. Like you guys, the things that you guys are doing, I love this team. I'm very excited for next month when you guys come back and go, bro, listen to this.
We got 5 deals, 100K.
100K.
Oh.
I love it. Tom hit 160.
I didn't see Andrew anymore.
Andrew, what up, my guy? Yeah, Andrew has he does DTA as well.
He does what?
He does DTA.
Okay, dope.
Andrew does DTA as well. He
Dude,
does
Andrew,
marketing,
I'm
he
so
dabbles
sorry.
into our market as well. Andrew's kind of like my closer too. Like if I have a deal come, I'll send him his way. If I don't have a chance to call it, I'll have him to see if he can tackle it as well. So
dope.
If we get a leader, so I can send it to Andrew to see if he can knock it out in the direct to agent aspect.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been on the whole call. I've been listening.
Oh, good.
Were you sitting down there the whole time?
Yeah.
Oh
It's
my
all right.
gosh.
I logged in maybe
Sorry.
like 5 or 6 minutes late, but I've been on. I'm here.
Okay.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
I love it. Oh
I
my
didn't see it
God.
on my end. It doesn't show anybody else that's on, right? Like somebody comes on. So I guess it's the host that it comes on.
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah.
My fault, man.
Didn't know.
I'm so sorry.
No worries. I got all the value.
Let's hang up. I think we're all. But tell us the cool thing is, I have time. So what tell me about yourself. What markets are you working? Where are you from?
From Long Beach, California.
Okay.
I'm in California right now, and I work Texas, Houston, DFW, Austin. I hit all the major metros.
Okay.
Doing direct to agent. I'll do low equity. I'll do tired landlord. I'll do own free and clear, and even small like multifamily. Duplex, triplex, fourplex. So I hit a variety of leads, on market leads.
What's your favorite one?
The small multifamily,
Why is that?
because the homeowners, they understand business more, so they kind of understand cash flow. They kind of understand things a little bit better. And if they do have a small portfolio, they're kind of willing to sell one and then maybe another one.
Mhm.
So I've been liking that.
Are you doing small multifamily 20 years, 15 years, or just small multifamily on market?
It just
Or is,
depends. Depends what filters I use. I use a property radar to generate, a filtered out list. And then I just, they're all listed, they're all on market. So then I just call the agent.
gotcha.
Mhm.
Okay, so you like small multifamily the best, and you're looking for seller finance, cash, just whatever.
Yeah, I just evaluate their situation and then structure a deal depending on, what they got going on. If
Mhm.
it's owned free and clear, then, we'll go in like that. If it's a nice property, just all the different variables that go into it.
Yeah. Okay. I like it. Can I ask a direct question?
Yeah.
How many leads are you getting for small multifamily? How many leads are you getting for low equity? And how many leads are you getting for free and clear? Not exactly. I know I'm an integrator and I'm asking like exact questions, but like roughly like 40% of my leads are coming from multifamily, 20%. Like what's the roughly, what is it?
I would say majority comes from the multifamily.
Okay.
Just because, like the agent game has changed, like you were saying. Like it's way harder. The agents just don't want to hear it anymore, So
I
yeah,
do know.
yeah, it's different. So yeah.
Okay.
That's what I said, the multifamily, because they're just a little more savvy with it. They understand.
Yeah. When Gentel, when y'all get MLS, look up residential income.
Okay.
And residential income is going to have your small multifamily, RV parks, mobile home parks, just income producing properties.
Okay.
And you can, dang it. I always like lose my track of thought. Hold on a second. It's when you pull a list, it's called 5 seconds. Hold on. It's like the way to purchase it. Can you purchase it with cash? Can you purchase with the VA loan? Can you purchase with FHA? Can you purchase with owner will carry?
Okay.
You can set up your MLS to send you a drip every time.
I just took the matrix training. Yeah.
Every time someone says they will allow buyer financing, what type of financing? And seller financing is one of the, or owner will carry is one of the options.
Okay.
So anytime an agent says yes, owner will carry, that will be in the MLS listing. You can set up a drip that just drips to Andrew. Hey, this is a multifamily. They will carry. They'll do seller carry. and he has just a leads straight MLS.
Okay.
I was doing that exact thing this morning, is why I remembered it. So, and I found some RV park that the owner's willing to carry. So,
I got to look for that. They didn't mention that in the training, but probably for obvious reasons. But
yeah. We can touch base later on that if you want to, but
yeah,
that might help, just have drips coming in, because PropStream's not going to have everything. It's not going to have all the data. It's not going to have everything on market, but the MLS is going to, right? So a lot of people are just like a low equity. They're pulling everything on market over 50 days, 40 days, whatever it is, 90 days. They're taking all that data and they're putting it into PropStream to find everything that's low equity. And you'll see like a lot of the deals that are on market from the MLS are off market inside of PropStream. Just it hasn't caught up.
That's true.
Right. And so pulling from MLS, putting it into PropStream, and then filtering your PropStream data for low equity, pulling it back out, it'll have wrong agent data. It'll have, all this other stuff, right? But you're leveraging your MLS access as much as you can will help your business.
well, what they told us too in the training was that most agents we have the option to tell the MLS if we wanted even to go to any of the third parties that are out there. So it's not showing because we can tell it not to show.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, we can tell it not to show. At least on HAR. I don't know about any of the other associations, but with HAR, their MLS matrix, we can click don't show to the third parties, Zillow, Redfin, whoever.
I'm toying with the idea to get I want MLS for all the Texas markets.
Yeah.
I want MLS for whatever markets we're going to run. I want to somehow get MLS. I know that's stacking some money, but man, I feel like that's where everything starts. That data is where everything starts, and how you leverage it is where you really take off.
I don't have to be with just HAR, right? I could be with others, or can an agent be with other? Yeah, they don't have to just stay with I'm just with HAR because I live in the county.
Yeah, you should be able to go sign up for Dallas because
Okay.
you're licensed in Texas.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
That'd be a little more money.
Bell County. Yeah. I mean, $200 a quarter or something like that.
Yeah.
But that'd be cool if you had all these major Texas markets and you're dripping residential income over to Andrew.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, Andrew, I have one more question.
Yeah.
If you could, you're doing low equity, free and clear, small multifamily, and something else. Is that right?
Tired landlord.
Tired landlord. And I'm going to guess that tired landlord and small multifamily are your favorites.
Yeah, they understand the investment side of it, of real estate.
Yeah. And then Malik could probably focus on low equity and free and clear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Maybe. There's some good free and clear stuff out there, man. There's some good free and clear seller finance deals that we made bids. I didn't get them, but they were dang close at 0%. The single family home at 0%. We locked one up at 3% out in Shreveport. But man, I'm with you, Andrew. I think multifamily is taking a swing because a lot of the investors are scared to put their money in single family homes. You're seeing a lot of push. Okay, let me back up for real quick. A lot of the larger Houston multifamily. If you look up Houston multifamily bankruptcy 2024, you'll get some results. So a lot of the multifamily are going bankrupt because they over leveraged, they bought too high, they put too much capex, they can't get it back out. Cash is too expensive. Just they can't make it work. And so larger multifamily in Houston specifically, people are scared of, but smaller multifamily is pretty hot. Like, bro, if you found something that's under 20 units in Dallas, you would sell it in one day. You would not have to try very hard, even cash. You would not have to try.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it sounds like you already like that. You're not afraid of those conversations. You like those conversations more. So go ahead.
Yeah. I would say I'm only going up to like fourplexes.
Oh,
I'm not doing like small apartment complexes, nothing like that yet. Still, I guess technically single family, but you know,
it's the same thing. Why not go to 40 units? It's the same thing.
I suppose.
Same conversations, just more zeros at the end.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like
It's
a fourplex. How much is a fourplex in Houston?
true. They're about $1 million, close to it.
Yeah.
They're close to
Bro,
it.
I bought a 30 unit for $3.
That's so crazy.
It's just $2 more million. What's the deal?
Hey, you know.
Just 2 mils.
No, but in reality, I mean, it's not. I mean, it
Yeah.
looks bigger, right? But the conversations are the same and just tweaking out the numbers. And then now, you can reach out to Mary anytime and shoot them the deal and see if it makes sense.
Yeah. I'll definitely down to try. Said learning more skills.
Yeah, it's just do the rents cover the debt. That's it. It's the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Over and over. Yeah, it's the same thing. But people, when you get larger, they're like, okay, how can I make more money from the tenants or the residents? Like, can I charge for parking? Can I charge for security systems? Can I do laundry? All those things, right? Just some different underwriting, but it's all about the net income. So if you like those types of conversations anyway, cut your teeth a little bit, call a couple and just ask for the financials. And then Karol and Erick, you just give it to Karol and Erick and they'll figure out what to do.
I'll bet.
Put it on them.
Yeah, we need that lead manager. We got to figure that out.
Oh, we're going to figure that out. Trust.
We'll figure that out. I know. I took some notes too.
Yeah, we're gonna make it work.
I love it.
Yeah.
We're gonna make it
I
work.
feel like such a jerk. I'm so sorry.
Why?
Because he was down there. He was down in the thing for the whole time, and I didn't even see.
Yeah. All right.
He'll be on the follow-up call next month.
Yeah.
There we go.
On time.
He'll lead it. All right, Joe.
All right, Myron, thank you so much.
Man,
So
appreciate
good.
you, man. Great
So
stuff.
good.
It's good. We'll implement it.
Thank you, Myron.
Make some
All right, Joe. I'll see you in a month, and I'll schedule it. All right.
Okay, you got it.
We got
All
it.
right.
Okay.
Bye.
Talk soon.
Okay, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.